Now, what are we left with? We have to declare the attributes: first name, surname, birth date, and ID, as well as student number, in mark, X mark, and so on. Let's go and start with the person and declare the attributes of a person. I'm going to person here. What do we know? Okay, so that let me first close the solution and the property so that you can have more space. We were saying we wanted to declare the attributes: first name, surname, birth date, and ID number. Let me start with first name. First name is a text, so I'm going to say private. First name is a text, so it's going to be a string. A string, that's how we call a text in C#, and we call it first name. I'm going to say F first name. Okay, let me cut it somehow. FN, like first name. Okay, that should be fine. And then how do we initialize it? We will just say empty text. The second one was a surname. Now we're going to write private. It's also a string. And we say S name equal is also an empty string. Now we also said it was what was it again? ID number. But ID number is also a text. Some of my children think that an ID number is a number, but I tell them no. An ID number is not a number. An ID number is a text. Why so? Because you never multiply ID numbers. You never add ID number. You never subtract ID number. So you never do arithmetic operation on ID numbers. An ID number is simply a text, a series of characters 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to say private. It is also therefore a string, and that string will be ID number equal empty string. What are we left with when we're defining a person? If we go quickly back to a person, we say that a person has a first name is done, a surname is done, a birthday is done. No, birthday is not done. It's what is missing now. So we're going to say private, and then we go to a birth date. Now is not a string, it's a date. There is a type in C# for date that is called date time, and then we can say B date, when B date would stand for birth date. Now, how do we initialize a birth date? We will just initialize it to today's date. So we're going to say date time dot now. Yes, I think he likes it, he's happy. Now we have finished with the attributes for the class person. Let's save everything and go and write the attribute for the class students. Where are those attributes? We go there, we say student, we go quickly to our PowerPoint. It was the student number, the internal mark, and the external mark. Internal mark is the one that was given by the internal examiner, so I'm going to say private, and then from there the internal mark, then no, student number first, STD number, and then we say, oh, we forgot a few things. You see the red, we forgot the type, student number. How do we initialize the type for a string? You say empty, and then we say there were two marks, a mark, private mark, and then we say a mark. Now this is another story. A mark is not a string because you are going to add marks, you are going to divide marks. So a mark is a number. The type for numbers here will be uint. Why uint? Because no mark will be negative, and all marks will be whole numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to 100. So this one we call it internal. Let's start with the internal. Okay, we can just call it internal mark. Yeah, And then let's suppose at the beginning the child had 0, and then the next one it will be also u in, and it's going to be now an external mark, and we initialize always a u into 0. So the tree was saying 3 attributes, 1, 2, 3, and when we go back to C#, we see 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to simply save it. Save all. We are left with the PhD examiner. The PhD examiner is also having how many attributes? Quickly going there. The staff number, the number of hours, and the hourly rate. We are going to start with the staff number. Private is a string, just like was the ID number. So STF and a staff number is a string. How do we initialize the string? Just empty space, and then we set number of hours that the person has worked. That one is a number, but it's money. It can have cents, it can have a decimal number, so it's not going to be an integer, it's going to be a double. Doubles are the ones that take care of situations where we have a number that can have cents and commas and like 0.5 and so on. We set the hourly rate, you can call it like that. And how do we initialize it? It's 0.0. And then we go to the third one. How many hours did the person work? 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours and a half. It's possible for a person to say I work for 3 hours and a half. So we also want to make it a double. Say that he can have decimal number of hours is equal to, we initialize always your doubles to 0. Okay, this is for your attributes. We finished coding now the attributes of the class. Person, 4 of them. The attributes of the class. PhD students, 3 of them. And the attributes of the class. PhD examiner, 3 of them. Now what is left is to look at the public versions of these attributes, because as you can see, all these attributes are private, which means they can only be accessed inside this class. We therefore need the public versions that will allow other classes to have access to the values of these attributes.